Hello friends, I am Professor Rajendra Korande from my YouTube channel Teach Easy. In the previous video, we saw how to analyze composite bars or composite sections. In this video, we will solve some more problems on composite sections. So let us start with the problem. Okay? The compound tube consists of a steel tube 100 mm internal diameter and 120 mm external diameter, and outer brass tube of internal diameter 120 mm and external diameter 140 mm. Both the tubes are 200 mm long. The composite tube carries an axial load of 600 kN. Find the stress in each tube and the deformation. ES is given as 200 GPa and EB 100 GPa. Okay. So in the first example which we saw in the previous video, that was on the RCC column, in which two different materials were steel and concrete. Now this is another example which is a compound or composite tube. The outer tube is brass tube and inner tube is steel tube. Okay. For steel tube, internal diameter is 100 mm, external is 120 mm. For brass tube, internal is 120 and external is 140. And both are 200 mm long. Load is also given. So let us first find out area of brass tube. AB is equal to pi into capital D square minus small d square upon 4, which comes out to be 4082 mm square. Area of steel tube AS is pi into capital D square minus small d square by 4, which comes out to be 3454 mm square. In this case, material number 1 will be steel and material number 2 will be brass. Therefore, modular ratio AM is equal to ES upon EB, that is 200 upon 100, that is 2. Therefore, stress in steel, second, okay, stress in steel sigma S is equal to M times sigma B, that is 2 into sigma B. Now we also know that total load must be load carried by steel plus load carried by brass. Load is equal to stress into area, sigma S into AS, but sigma S is equal to 2 times sigma B. So M into sigma B into AS plus sigma B into AB. If you substitute the values, 600 into 10 raised to 3 to convert in Newton is equal to 2 times sigma B into AS is 3454 plus sigma B into AB is 4082. Only unknown is sigma B. Solve for sigma B. You will get the value of sigma B, that is the stress in brass tube, as 54.6 Newton per mm square. Now we already know that sigma S is equal to 2 times sigma B. So multiply this by 2, you will get the stress in steel tube, that is 109.2 Newton per mm square. Okay. Now we are also asked to calculate the deformation. Now deformation, basic principle, deformation of each material is same. So deformation delta LS is equal to delta LB. How we calculate delta? Sigma into L upon E, sigma into L upon E. So if you substitute for steel, sigma S is 109.2 into 200, that is length, upon 2 into 10 raised to 5. Sigma B is 54.6 into 200 upon 1 into 10 raised to 5. Both the ratios come as 0.11 mm. That is correct. So that is the check, that is deformation of each material is same. So this is a simple question. Let us solve one more question. Now this question seems to be difficult. It looks like difficult, but it is not that much difficult. So let us see what is it. 2 steel rods and 1 copper rod, each of 20 mm diameter, together support a load of 20 kilonewton as shown. So this is steel rod, this is steel rod, 2 steel rods, each of diameter 20 mm. Green is copper rod, it is of diameter 20 mm. And the length of steel rods are 2 meter, length of copper rod is 1.5 meter. Together they support a load of 20 kilonewton. So here copper and steel are acting together to support that load. Okay? Find the stress in each rod, also calculate the deformation of the rod. Take modulus of elasticity for steel 210 GPa and for concrete 110 GPa. Okay? So let us see, again we will go on the same lines. Only one important thing you have to keep in mind. The basic principle is deformation is same, not strains are same. Strains will only be same if their lengths are same. So in this problem the lengths are different. Okay? So this is what you have to keep in mind. So cross-sectional area of steel rods, area of one rod pi d square by 4 into 2, because there are 2 rods, which comes out to be 628.32 mm square. Area of copper rod pi d square by 4, 314.60. Here modular ratio is 210 upon 110, that is 1.91. Now we have only calculated it, it is not useful in this case because the lengths are different. Now the first principle, basic principle is deformation of steel and deformation of copper are equal. So let us see what we get. Deformation is sigma into L upon E. So sigma S into LS upon ES is equal to sigma C into LC upon EC. Let us substitute all the things. Sigma S, LS is 2 meter, so 2000 upon 210. Sigma C into 1500 upon 110. So if you solve this, okay, you will get sigma S is equal to 1.432 sigma C. This is the first equation. Mind well, in this case sigma S is not equal to m times sigma C. So that m is not at all useful because the lengths are different here. Okay, that is possible when the lengths of all materials are same. So this is important. Now second principle, the load will be shared by the two materials. So P is equal to PS plus PC and P is equal to sigma C into A. So P is equal to sigma S into AS plus sigma C into AC. For sigma S, I will put 1.432 sigma C. So 20 into 10 raised to 3 is equal to 1.432 into sigma C into AS is 628.32 plus sigma C into AC is 314.60. If you solve this equation for sigma C, you will get sigma C is equal to 16.48 Newton per mm square. Put this value of sigma C in equation 1. We will get stress in steel as 1.432 into 16.48, which is 23.59 Newton per mm square. Now we want to find out deformations. Deformations are equal, isn't it? So delta LS is equal to sigma S into LS upon ES. Substitute all the things, sigma S, LS, ES. You will get it as 0.225 mm. You are having a chance here to check whether deformation of copper is also same or not. Okay, so delta L for copper is equal to sigma C into LC upon EC. Sigma C is 16.48, LC is 1500 and EC is 110 into 10 raised to 3, which also comes out to be 0.225 mm. So it is same as delta L for steel. So we have already got the check and this is now okay. So in this manner, in this particular video, we solved two different problems on composite section. So in all, we have solved 3 problems. All the 3 problems are of different type. So with this, we will stop here. In the next video, we will see about thermal stresses. Thank you.